Hello everyone, welcome to Glowing Secrets, powered by Glow. Today I have a very beautiful, gorgeous lady with me. She's not only beautiful, she makes others beautiful too. She's known as Ramani Fernando. Welcome to my show.
Thank you for having me.
My pleasure, Ramani. The show is all about beauty. We want to know your beauty secret. What do you think about beauty? What is beauty to you?
Yes, I feel beauty is not just a pretty face. Okay, it's from within for sure. And beauty is like it's a complete like a package. You know, it's how you present yourself, your confidence,
So
your
you
demeanor.
can't pinpoint one thing, no?
I don't think so, because you can have the most beautiful person and say that person doesn't have any personality or any confidence. I mean, you won't look twice at her, right? So that way, even if you're not that attractive, and say you have a lovely, personality about you, it has to come from within, and that shows. That's very important. It reflects. So, when you say beauty, it's very important to groom yourself, and that's what I'm, there for.
Expert in it.
That's also very important, right? So it's a package, it's how you present yourself. I think your confidence, that really adds a lot to your personality and your beauty, I think,
Yeah. So you're a person who wakes up to beauty. You have clients coming to you all the time, brides, then models, beauty queens. Has beauty changed over the years, from back then when you started to now? The approach towards beauty and the things around beauty, has it changed or is it still the same to you?
I would say it hasn't changed like that, okay? But as I said earlier, people I think are more conscious about the way they look.
Now more than then.
Much more. And also the more mature people, there was a time like our mother's time and all that, after about 50 they just give up, right? But now it's not that. They are conscious, and that is very important. I mean, at any age you want to look good, right? And I think that's really important, because when you look good, you feel good, you work great, you are a great influence to others around you, you are a happy person. So what I always tell, any woman or man is, it's not vanity, it's just not vanity. It's like looking after yourself. You have to love yourself. There's nothing wrong in that, Just because you're a grandmother, that doesn't mean that you have to just give up life.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be that.
That's the other thing, because when we think of, a grandmother, we think of a feeble person who can't, even stand straight, but, slouching, and then with grey hair, and, we have that picture, in storybooks and all, when you
That's right, yeah.
But you have brought in a complete different perspective towards it.
It's not anymore like that, I think, I think people are very conscious. But saying that, I think you have to be very conscious about your health as well. I think health is wealth. If you're healthy, it's and as a mother, if you look after yourself and you're healthy and you're fit, your family benefits from that.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
So
not only you, your family. Yeah.
Your family, right? Now, in a business, like say for me example, I have 200 people working under me. If I just give up and look dowdy and how
who
will others
would they look up to?
Who would they look up to? And so it's really important that you look after yourself.
And set that trend.
Of course, yeah. But of course you must know your limits. You have to dress according to your age, your size, that is also very important. And a 50-year-old a person cannot dress like a 20-year-old, right? But of course, saying that, you don't have to dress dowdy and look your age like that, even if you're 60 or 70. I mean, if you can carry it off, why not?
It all depends on the person.
It all depends on the person. If you have the confidence and that demeanor to carry it off, that's the main thing. You don't have to expose your body and try to attract yourself like that. It's not that. It's just dress smartly, dress according to your age, dress
according to your personality,
according to your personality, your job. Yeah.
I think that's also very important.
Very important.
People don't dress appropriately at a workplace.
That's right. Yeah, because even the customer is kind of confident Okay, you get respect from people if you are dressed properly. It's not just only dressing. Of course, dressing is your package, right? It's not only
just part
that.
of
It's like everything, like simple things like keeping your nails clean and like
Skin, hair.
that's right. And I think like grooming, it starts with hygiene. That's the first thing that you do, and then of course it's like you have to exercise does a lot to you, you mentally as well. So I think at any age you should even just do even a simple walk every day. It does so much for you, right? And a sense of achievement. If you do a 1 hour you feel you have achieved something and you feel so much better about yourself. So like that, people benefit from that. As a mother or grandmother, you have the energy to
Face the rest of the day.
That's right, yeah.
So let's say your day begins at 6 a.m., 5 a.m., whatever time. How does the rest of the day fall into place with you beauty-wise? I mean, your schedules are really tight with the salon work, your classes and everything.
So you're asking me beauty-wise means...
Your regime, your beauty regime.
My beauty, okay. My beauty. Well, yes, I take a lot of trouble. I mean, I take care of myself in the sense I wake up about 6 in the morning, then I start the day with prayer. And if I don't do that, my day is not right. So I have to do that. Even
spiritually also you have to
do. Have to. And then like, say I have a bride early morning, even then 10 minutes I just keep for prayer time. And if I don't have a bride early morning, I start my day with exercise. I have a personal trainer that comes to me thrice a week. If not, I'll just do something, a little bit of mine as well. And then of course it's like, now my home front is easier because I don't have little kids around me, but there was a time that was very tough, with the kids, because I want to give my 100% to them, and then you're so busy. Maybe I was busier then because I had to do everything myself, but now of course I have the staff who could do things for me. So, but still, I have a busy life, and I think I like it like that because I don't think I can ever stop working because it really keeps me going. And so it goes on like that, in the mornings, of course, when I have a shower, I do my, beauty treatments at that time, like cleansing and the usual thing, cleansing, toning and moisturizing and the sunblock, and then of course the makeup. So every morning I had to put on makeup. Then I would go to the salons. Sometimes I work on the floor, sometimes I just visit the salons, I do spot checks, So like that I got to do that, and then I come home for lunch. At 2 in the afternoon I come home because I have to have my power nap, okay?
Oh, so that's the secret.
I have to do that, if not I have no energy for the evening, right? So just 10-15 minutes, I just take a magazine and just doze off for 10-15 minutes. It really helps you, it's like...
recharging you back.
Recharging you, yes. That's what I even did today. That's why I told you I cannot come from a seminar straight here because I had to do my little resting. And,
so it's proper scheduling.
Yes, proper scheduling. I'm kind of a person who's, I think I'm well organized, and I would say I'm disciplined. If not, you cannot do all what I have to do for the day. I cannot do that if I don't, and I think I'm a good time manager.
Yes, of course, you were spot on today, right on time.
I'm very, very sort of punctual, and I cannot do things like if you told me 5:30, I'll be here by 5:30. If not, I'm not happy walking in here at 6 o'clock. That's not on, because that's me, right? Okay.
Ramani, talking about beauty pageants, I mean, you have been the beauty partner for several pageants, and you have seen from the time that you started to now how it has changed and evolved. So, is there a difference in beauty from that time to now? I mean, how the girls see it, or how they have been trained, or anything like that?
What I feel is, Rozanne, they need more time for training, okay? Because some of them come from remote areas. They don't have much of an idea, and I don't think they're brought up that way, to look after yourself and to look good, and the confidence, and we get some beautiful girls.
Of course,
we get some really beautiful,
naturally beautiful,
but they need that sophistication and that finesse. That is what's missing in them. So that you cannot train overnight, right?
You cannot.
You cannot do that. So it's not language, it's not Sinhala speaking or English speaking, it's not that, they could speak any language, but still there is to face an international pageant, you know about it, right? You have to have that kind of confidence. Now, that is what lacks in there. Of course, if you get girls like who is, from Colombo schools,
brought up in a certain way,
certain sort of social standing,
yes.
That is different then. Or if they are working, like studying, university students, they are different. So it's a mixture you get, in a pageant. So you have to give them more training. That is what we lack, I think. And if you take India, I mean, they go on for months.
Yeah, and I think they started very early.
Very early.
They have targets.
That's right. Yes. So this is why they are successful.
Yeah. I think we also should think about those aspects when we start. Now, let's think a bride comes to you and say, okay, I want to look like so and so. How do you deal with a situation like that? Like they bring up pictures and then say, I want hair like this, I want the makeup to look like this, but they look like someone else, or they look totally different. How do you manage a situation like that?
Yeah, all the time they bring what they like to, they might bring up. Yeah, that's also one way okay, because then you know what sort of look they are expecting and the idea, because so then you can work around it,
But how can you convince a person that they will not look like that? Picture perfect.
Yeah, so you have to be very, very tactful. You cannot tell to their face. Most of them want to look fair. Okay, so this is it's a story of a life now, living in this part of the world, right? So anyway, that's one thing. Or they'll say the bridegroom is fair. Now this girl also must look fair. That kind of thing. The mothers and the grandmother. This is it's an extended family thing. It's not only the bride that comes to meet you. The aunt will come, the mother will come, mother-in-law will come. So they all, have their their views. Yeah. That I'm quite used to that. So yes, it's hard to tell them to their face that you cannot get this look, or they might be overweight. You have to tell them first to lose some weight. So you'd be very tactful, Rozanne.
Without hurting their feelings.
Without hurting. Now, once I had an experience where I told the girl that she must lose some weight, in a nice way I told her. But then I think I made a mistake there, because she had the mother-in-law with her.
Oh, so she got offended.
Yes. So you have to be very careful, So I think the mother-in-laws has been bugging her after that, saying, see, Ramani is telling you have to look weight, and that's the last thing you want to hear from a mother-in-law. No? So I suppose,
just before the wedding.
Just before the wedding. So you have to be very careful, those are touchy situations. Yeah.
So how do you work around them? Like, do you prepare them for months, or like?
I like to see them sometimes they book about a year ahead, sometimes 6 months, 3 months, like that. So as soon as I see them, first thing I see is about how they have to exercise and get into shape, okay? Then the skin problems. So if it's like beyond us, we can't handle it, I'll always recommend a doctor to them, to get their skin. And now we have good, medical services to get the skin also going. And then of course hair. Then at the end, of course I would recommend a designer. Then I would also, get in touch with the designer and then have meetings with the designer. But everything is
customized.
Not just, and it's just not our idea, just not my idea only. I get them to, say what they like.
Their input also.
Their input, that's very important. Otherwise you can't just take over the whole wedding and do it. They have to. Their budgets. So I had to find out, find the designers suitable to their budgets. That's also important. So it's a procedure like thing. Every month you have a meeting with them, and then
It's an ongoing process.
Yeah, it's.
I see a lot of, like you said, girls want to become fair, especially brides.
Yeah.
They have makeup from head to toe. Body makeup, and because when you wear the traditional candy and your back is exposed, your waist is exposed, and most of the brides today they wear a lot of body makeup, but your brides, I don't say that.
No, I don't believe in that, because that is something that rubs on your clothes at the end. I have seen like sleeves having the makeup from. So you have to be very subtle, but of course the neck area and the face has to the same tone. Okay, and maybe the hands, maybe the hands a little bit, but that's also not I don't advise that much, because then it rubs all over, So I concentrate mostly on the
bringing this tone to the face.
Yeah, that's right. Yes. And as you say, if it's a Candian or low neck or something, then you have to make sure that is all even tone.
Ramani, finally tell me, to the young girls and boys also, I mean now boys also, they want to become more, they are more conscious about their beauty. Give them some advice on how to maintain this, because they are with this modern technology, they want instant beauty. Give them some advice on how to maintain the beauty that they have got from within.
Okay, so I think the first thing is first thing in the morning, like cleansing, to keep your skin clean. That's really important. Okay, so that you got to do first thing in the morning and last thing at night, and of course follow up with a toner and a moisturizer. And in the evenings before going to bed, maybe you use a stronger moisturizer or a night cream, because that's the time you are resting.
Hydrate your skin.
Hydrate your skin. Sunblock is very, very important. Even if you're not going outdoor, if you're traveling in a vehicle, still the glare can damage your skin. Lights like this damage your skin, so you have to use the sunblock for protection. That is a must. From the time you go to school, you have to start using. And sunblock is something that you got to use about between 60 and 100 SPF, that is sun protecting factor, because if not, it doesn't work in Sri Lanka with our weather. So you have to use a stronger sunblock, and sunblock doesn't do any harm to you, right? So before makeup every morning you have to use a sunblock. If not, as you hit 40, you get all these pigmentation and all those problems come when you are, it's sun damage. So in our type of climate country, you have to use a sunblock. Then drink plenty of water, like 8 glasses of water, they say, right? How many of us drink that, right? I'll tell you a small story. I don't know if they have time to talk to you.
No, that's fine.
I had a girl who had a really bad skin, one of my beauticians, and she was very busy. She had a day full of clients and all that. And her skin was never healing. So all the doctors, products, everything, nothing was healing. It was embarrassing to even introduce as a beautician because her skin was so bad. But her work was excellent, right? So I was just casually told her, we are all talking about this water. Why won't you bring 2 liters of water from home and finish it before you go home? Have these 2 bottles with you, by you, and finish it off. So she did that, and believe me, in 3 months her skin cleared.
Just a simple
simple thing like that, So I really believe in, this water therapy, and we just talk about it. So that, drink plenty of water, and of course eat healthy, exercise, look after yourself, love yourself. Yeah, who would love you more than more than yourself? It's nothing wrong in that, And this goes for guys as well. It's so good for a guy also looks good, isn't it? I mean, they are very conscious these days. They are very conscious, and that is good. It's
girls.
Like it's not vanity. It's just well-being.
Well-being,
yeah.
Thank you, Ramani, for being on my show, and I think we learned some valuable tips, and everyone wanted to know what Ramani does to be this person, to look like this. So I think finally we know now: exercise, be yourself, be happy, those are the mantras that you follow. Thank you so much.
Control stress, very important.
Yeah, I think that also damages a lot.
Of course, and you can't sleep in the night, that's worse, and you don't have sleep. So I think control stress. When you exercise, that also you forget that as well.
Automatically you are relieved of stress. So thank you so much for being on my show. We really learned a lot of valuable tips, beauty tips. Thank you, Ramani.
Thank you for having me.
Glowing Secrets will be back with another celebrity unveiling their beauty secrets. See you soon.